is going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of my first skilling guide ever. So in this series, as you saw from the title on the thumbnail or below the video, this is going to be the Lazy Player's Guide to 99. Now throughout this series, I'm going to be going through every skill in RuneScape aside from the combat skills, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to get 99 pretty much in the least efficient way possible. Now, if you're like me, you enjoy the grind of RuneScape, and you don't want to sit around getting all of the XP that you can an hour. Now, I come home from work, and I play RuneScape to relax and rewind or unwind, and that's just how I enjoy playing RuneScape. So if you're like me, I'm going to show you the best ways to actually AFK to 99 in all 16 of the non-combat related skills, not including Slayer, because Slayer is actually a skill that you use combat for, but is still considered a skill. So in this episode, we are going to be covering the skill Agility because it is the first one. I'll be going in alphabetical order, but before we get into all of that, take a look right here. You can see the name of my clan chat. You can come in, hang out. Maybe you're looking to have some questions answered, or you're looking for some people to boss with. There's always people looking for teams in my clan chat. And I would also like to ask you guys to send me your greatest loot tab screenshots in your bank. I'm putting together a viewer submitted video, and I'm going to be doing one every other month. So if you have awesome loot tabs, send them to me, and if you make the top 10, I will feature them in a video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Lazy Player's Guide to 99 Agility. Alright, so getting right into this, we're going to go ahead and cover the Agility XP rewards from quests first. And these are going to be quests that actually award Agility XP, not the lamps that you could choose to get Agility XP, so keep that in mind. So there's quite a few actually: Cabin Fever, Cold War, Darkness of Hallowvale, Dragon Slayer 2, Grim Tales, Itch Laren's Little Helper, Making Friends with My Arm, Monkey Madness 2, Morning's End Part 2, Recipe for Disaster, The Aowogi, part of that, Recruitment Drive, Regicide, Royal Trouble, The Depths of Despair, The Fremenic Trials, The Grand Tree, Troll Romance, and Underground Pass, for a total of 151,962 total Agility Quest XP. Now don't worry about doing all these quests for your Agility XP. I will go over in just a second what you would need to get started as if you were starting from level 1. I just thought it would be nice to actually cover the quests in the video so you know what to look out for, and maybe if you need a little bit of XP to get that next level or something, maybe you can go knock out one of these quests and you'll get your level. Now let's go ahead and jump into this guide as if you were starting from level 1, and well, maybe you are. So if you are starting from level 1, there's going to be 2 quests that you can do at a relatively low level on an account, and the first one is going to be the Tourist Trap. The Tourist Trap will give you 2 XP lamps in which you can use for 4,650 XP each, giving you a total of 9,300 XP. Following that, you'll want to do the Grand Tree quest. This will give you access to the Gnome Stronghold as well as 7,900 Agility XP, bringing you to a total XP of 17,200 just for those 2 quests. Now doing these 2 quests will get you from level 1 to level 32 Agility without ever mindlessly running around in circles. So once you get level 32, you can actually use the Varrock Agility course and you'll jump right to that without ever training. Now, as for the Agility skill, this guide is going to cover strictly Rooftop Agility because it is the most AFK and generally the most efficient way to get level 99 Agility. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You can be lazy and efficient at the same time. Now with the Rooftop courses, you can get what is called Marks of Grace. These Marks of Grace allow you to purchase the full Graceful set, and this Graceful set, when you get the full set, you'll get a set effect of it, which reduces your weight by 25 kilograms. And doing this can help you in various skills around the game, one example of which would be rune crafting. You do a lot of running to altars and then back to get essence, and back to the altar and back to get essence. So you definitely want to keep your weight down when doing a skill like that, because your run energy will deplete much slower. Now each item of the Graceful does give you a weight reduction. The hood gives -3 kg, the top is -5, legs are -6, gloves -3, boots -4, and the cape is also -4, and then when you get the full set you have -25 kg, and this is really great. Like, you really can't get through the game anymore without having full Graceful. I'm sure you can, but it is such a nice asset to have in your back pocket when you're running around the game so much. So now that you have knocked out those two quests, you are now level 32 agility, and you can go ahead and head over to the Varrock Square Center. From here you will run slightly southeast and you will find the beginning to the Varrock agility course. This agility course is pretty long and the XP rates are very low because it is more of a beginner's agility course. So at level 32 you will be able to see about 13,000 XP per hour if you're tick perfect. The laps are pretty long. So on a realistic scale, I did this for 3 hours and kept track of my XP, and I got between 10 and 12,000 XP while I was actually AFKing. I was watching a series on Netflix while doing this, so it was close to the maximum XP, but let's be real, you're never going to see that unless you sit there and just stare at your screen and never miss a game tick. Now the good thing about being at the Varrock Agility course is you won't have to be there very long. You're only going to have to stay here until level 40. So from level 32 to level 40, you can expect to be at the Varrock Agility course for about 1.5 to 2 hours of your time. So after your couple of hours spent at the Varrock Rooftop course, you will now be level 40, and then you can go and head over to use the Canifis Rooftop course. Now I want to make this clear now. You have to finish the Priest in Peril quest to access Canifis. If you haven't done so yet, you should go ahead and do it and then come back to this guide. The Priest in Peril quest is very easy, and it's very easy to do on a lower level account. So once you finish that, come back and you can move on. If you have finished that quest and you're looking to go over to Canifis, now the XP rates here are about 19,500 XP at a maximum. 14,500 XP is what you'll probably see if you're tick perfect, and this is with falling. You will fail some obstacles on this course until you get into the higher levels, but I trained at the Canifis Rooftop course for about 3 hours and I saw between 12,000 and 16,000 XP. And granted, when I did do this, I was over 90 agility, so I did not fall, but realistically, again, you'll probably see between 11,000 and 14,500 XP per hour with the falls included. Now, this rooftop course is very good for Marks of Grace. It is actually the best rooftop for Marks of Grace all the way up to level 60 agility. It is the quickest between each obstacle. You don't have to move your camera and you can quickly go to the next obstacle. On average, you will see 1 Mark of Grace every 3.3 laps. So how long are you going to actually have to be at the Canifis agility course? Well, in order to get to level 60 agility, which is where you will want to go for your next rooftop course, you will need 236,518 XP, which is the equivalent of 986 completed laps at this course. Now, as for time, you're going to end up spending about 14 hours all the way up to 19 hours in time doing this rooftop course, but the good news here is from level 40 to level 60, you will see somewhere in the area of 295 to 300 Marks of Grace. And this is great because the full Graceful set only costs 260, so by the time you are done getting 60 agility, you will have yourself a full Graceful kit. Moving right along, we are going to go ahead and assume that we are level 60 agility now, and your next rooftop course is going to be the Sears Rooftop course. Now, with this rooftop course, you can do some diaries and unlock a few perks for this course as well, and I highly suggest getting these diaries out of the way before you continue on training agility. Now, the diaries that you're going to want to get are all the way up to the hard Kandarin diaries. Now, with the diaries, you can get 5% more Marks of Grace with the easy done, 10% more with the medium done, and 15% more when you have the hard done. In addition to having the hard done and that 15% extra Marks of Grace, you will also be able to switch your Camelot teleport to the start of the Sears Village agility course, and this is very beneficial in saving a lot of time. So assuming you don't have those hard diaries done and you're not using that teleport perk, you will be able to see 45,500 XP at a maximum, but you will be able to see 56,000 XP at a maximum with the hard diary done. So that is an increase of about 11,000 XP per hour. So it is very beneficial, once again, to have that diary done. You're going to end up seeing between 38,000 and 42,000 XP without the diary done, and 50 to 54,000 XP realistically with the diary done. Once again, I spent 3 hours at this course with the hard diary done, so that's where I got that XP rate from. Now, as for how long you're going to be here at this one, you're going to need a total of 3,324,050 experience, and that is 5,832 laps to get up to your next milestone, which we'll cover in a minute. Now, as for time spent, without the diary, you're looking at somewhere between 79 and 87 hours of time, and with the diary, you're going to be looking at 61 to 66 hours of time, which is a drastic decrease in time. So once again, get those diaries done before you decide to go forward from 60 agility. They are really going to save you a lot of time, and I promise if you didn't know you could do that, you will thank me later. But how many levels are you going to have to stay at Sears? Well, there's a couple ways you can do this. One, you can stay at the Sears agility course until level 86, and at level 86 you will be able to use a summer pie to boost to level 91 and use the RD course. Now if you don't want to boost, you'll have to stay at the Sears course until level 90, which I don't really recommend doing because the summer pie is one extra click every 3 minutes at level 86. If you're using the preserve prayer, that preserve prayer will keep your stats boosted for 50% longer, so you'll have a chance for 2 levels there, 90 seconds per level before the level drops, giving you 3 minutes. Now at the Ardoin course, you can get 62,300 XP per hour at a maximum, but you're realistically going to see between 56,000 and 60,000, assuming you're not paying full attention, or sometimes you might just miss a click here and there. Now, at the RD course, there are a couple obstacles you can fail, so you will have to calculate that into your XP per hour, and you will not stop failing these obstacles until you hit level 96. So, assuming that you start the RD course at level 86, and you have the Preserve Prayer, you can get that Torn Prayer Scroll on the Grand Exchange for somewhere between 45 and 50,000 GP, which is not bad at all, so definitely suggest doing that. And I want to also throw this in, you must be boosted at the 2nd and 4th jump gap obstacles. If you are not boosted at these points, you will fall every single time. So even if you're still up on the rooftop course, you don't have to waste any of your summer pie. If you are past these obstacles, you can go ahead and finish the course and then reboost once you start at the beginning of the course again. Now, just like the Sears Village, you are going to want to have some diaries done here. Now, I know these diaries are very high. They are the elite diaries, so you will need some levels for them. Now, having the elite diary done will give you 25% more marks of grace. Now, I personally, from level 86 all the way to level 99, ended up getting somewhere around 5,300 marks of grace with those diaries done, which allowed me to get every color of the Graceful set, as well as have somewhere in the area of 2,400 marks of grace left over. But how long are you going to spend getting 99 agility? So you're going to need 9,436,639 XP, which is 11,900 laps. It's a grind, I know, but it can be done. I still have my sanity for the most part. And you're going to be spending somewhere between 157 to 168 hours time. But the good news about this course is if you do it from level 90 to 99, you will have a 25% chance of actually getting the agility skilling pet from level 90 to 99. That chance will slightly increase if you start from 86, but either way, it's still a pretty good chance of getting that pet. So just as a quick recap, you're going to want to do the Taurus Trap and the Grand Tree to get that 17,200 XP to get you from level 1 to 32 without ever actually training the agility skill. From there, you will move to the Varrock course from level 32 to 40, which will take you about 1.5 to 2 hours. From level 40 to 60, you will be at the Canifis Rooftop course, which will take you about 14 to 19 hours to get to 60. And from 60 to 86 or 90, you'll be at the Sears course, and you'll spend somewhere between 61 to 66 hours there with the diary done up to the hard level. And finally, on the home stretch from 86 to 99, you'll be at the RD course, and you'll spend 157 to 168 hours time there. As a total, getting from level 1 to 99 agility using this guide, you will spend about 234 to 255 hours getting that maxed out agility skill. One more thing that I do want to add before we close out this guide is that you will be able to unlock a new agility course after you finish the new Grandmaster quest, Song of the Elves. Now this quest gives a very similar amount of experience as the Artie course, but you will also be able to get crystal shards at this course, which you can add to potions and kind of make some money off of. I decided not to include this course in this guide because in order to get the maximum XP and the maximum amount of crystal shards, you will have to use shortcuts that pop up throughout that course. So it's not quite as AFK as a rooftop course because you have to pay a little bit more attention to see where those portals pop up so you can get that extra XP and those crystal shards. So if you were going through the video wondering when I'd mention that, well, here's your mention. I'm going to say if you want to do it as AFK as possible, you're probably going to want to stay away from that course. So that is going to do it, everybody. Thank you for checking out my first skilling guide ever. I hope that it has been an enlightening video if you're like me and you like to kind of take your time getting a skill to 99. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have any suggestions on how I can make these guides better, you can also leave those down below in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. They really help the video's popularity and they help it spread around. You can also subscribe to my channel underneath of the video or right down there in the corner. And once the end screen comes up, you'll see a couple videos on both sides of the screen that you can check out if you're looking to watch something else. But that is going to do it, guys. I will see you on the next episode. Take it easy, everybody.